What's up, everybody? This is Angel from Zstudios 815. I'm helping to do a call for artists for a Latino art event right there at 317 Art Collective, Rockford, Illinois. It's called My Roots, My Wings. If you are a Latino artist 15 and up and you want to showcase your art at a fine art gallery, this is a good opportunity to do that. The submissions are September 24th, so get that in by then. Contact Nicole for more information. There will be a link in every episode until that art event happens down below in each podcast video. Thank you so much for listening, and let's get back to it.
Yo, this is so fire, man, dude. I'm so fucking proud of you, bro.
Yeah, man, just learning little by little, upgrading, watching a lot of other YouTubers as well, bro.
Cool. Have you been watching?
Scarcity Podcast, shout out them.
Shout out. I just messaged him. And he said he'll have me on. He said he's gonna have me on the next what did he call it? Season?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Today, when I was outside, I was messaging him back, and I was like, "Yo, thanks so much." I didn't tell him that you put me on, but I'm gonna make sure that I tell him though, cause I want him to know.
He's actually coming today.
Oh shit! No way.
Yeah,
Why?
well, cause he's my Jamie, or he's a potential Jamie.
Oh shit! So what are you gonna like interview him or what?
No, I already did, bro.
Yeah. That's so fucking fire, man. Dude, let's go.
Yeah. I interviewed him, bro. And then he was talking. After the podcast, we were just talking about like, hey man, like, do you ever need help? Are you looking for help? And I was like, hell yeah, bro. But the thing is, I know what I want to do. I know what I want to show. It's easy for me to do it.
Yeah.
But I would like help, so that way I can take loads off me.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this may look like, oh, it's easy, bro. It's not.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, it definitely was not easy to get it where it is right now, bro.
Facts.
But, since it is where it is at right now, I have the respect. I have the somewhat of the name. I can't really say, bro, because I'm not out in the streets being like, hey, man, what you heard of Angel?
Yeah.
It's more like...
Well, you do. You have a great name, bro. Right now it's West Side Smokes. Shout out to West Side Smokes. Man.
Yeah.
Go
shout out
to West Side Smokes. It's on the West Side. Don't be scared. That's the best side. But
yeah, bro. I see a lot of people go on there, bro.
Bro, they got bro. I've been to a lot of smoke shops in Rockford, right?
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to like do too much, but they got the #1 smoke shop in town, bro.
Ooh, now that's a lot to compete with,
bro. When you go in there, have you been in there?
No, bro, but like I said, I know there's a lot of people I've seen go in there.
Bro, when you go in there, man, it's just like, I think it's also just the people that run it, man. They're cool as hell. You could tell they're smart as fuck.
That's half of the returning customers' reasons.
But, bro, cool. That oh, man, damn, I'm not even gonna say her name, but
yeah, if it's not good, I prefer no specific names.
Yeah, she's just cool, bro. Like, she's the best. Like, when people walk in, bro, they see her and they're like excited, bro. Every time when I walk in, she's always so nice to me. She's just the best. She's the one that gave me the cigars that we about to smoke. West Side Smokes.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, that's yours.
Yeah,
and she specifically gave them to us so we could smoke them here, bro.
Ooh, yeah, definitely shout out West Side Smokes, man. I'm definitely gonna take a visit, man. It's just right now not too mobile, personal reasons, but yeah, man, that's definitely how we start off the podcast, man. Before we get any further, Rosea, the great man, can you definitely look at the GoPro and plug the platforms you use or are currently using and want people to check out to support.
Let me just pull them up to make sure that I don't fuck it up. I mean, I don't. I guess I could say fuck.
Cause technically, you got like 3 YouTubes, bro.
Yeah, I got way too many. But I'm gonna just plug one.
And then if you do use the other ones, bro, I'll still put them in the links.
Bet.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna just focus on this one for now. Cause I have another YouTube. Well, I'll tell you in a minute. So the only social media that I have right now is YouTube. It's my YouTube channel. It's Rosea the Great. That's Roseathe Great on YouTube. You can try to look for me on Facebook. I'm not really gonna be too active on Facebook. My main focus is YouTube right now. I just uploaded a video yesterday. Today's July 31st when we're recording this. I don't know when it's gonna go up, but yesterday at 9:10 a.m. I posted my first YouTube video on there. Right now we're at 1.5k views, and it's only been a day. I'm so happy, bro.
Bro, when I seen that shit, bro, every couple hours, cause I played your video like 3-4 times.
Let's go, bro. Thank you,
bro. Every time I kept playing it, bro, you went up hundreds of views.
Yeah, bro.
Hundreds of views.
Man, I feel blessed, bro. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie because,
were you scared? Were you scared that just in case you did it and you posted it, bro, nothing was gonna happen, or just what were you scared of?
I guess I don't even know, bro. I think I'm just scared because I feel like I put so much work. Like I put time, I put effort, bro.
Bro, the effort.
Like that shit. It took me almost a month. Like I was telling you before the pod, it took me almost a month just to even like finish editing that shit, bro.
Holy shit.
And it wasn't because it was so much, right? But I work a 9 to 5, right? So I start at 10 a.m. every day. I get off at 8 p.m., right? And then I get home. I drive home. I get home around 9. I will start working from 9 to 12 every day.
Yeah.
Except maybe on the weekends, I'll take Friday off. Friday or Saturday off, depending on one day. But every single day, I would do the same thing. Every single day, 3 hours. And then I'll, the actual video is 6 hours long, maybe more. I don't remember. So I had to watch all that. And because you do the pod, and sometimes when you start editing, you'll edit. It'll take you like fucking 40 minutes just to edit like a 1 minute clip.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, damn, it's just one. And then you don't like it at the end. You don't like, and then you have to get rid of it, and you got to start all over. So it was that constantly going through that, and I guess I was just afraid that nobody was gonna fuck with it, like that people were not gonna think it was good, because at the end of the day, it is my work. Like it was a vision that I had in my head, and I made it happen. Like it's real. Like it's not physical because you can't see it, but it's physical, like because you could watch it on your phone. You know what I'm saying? So it came from my fucking brain to reality, and I was like, damn, I hope like people fuck with it, bro. And so far, man, I got nothing but love. This was. In my mind, this is what I thought I was gonna get. I asked for. I think I sent you in the message. Let me pull it up real quick because I sent it to you personally, and this is something that I saw.
Bro, and you know what's crazy? When I shared the link to your video, everybody was sharing my post. Like nobody was sharing it through like the page.
The page,
because that one post, bro, of your walk, it hit 26 shares.
Holy shit! Right, no, I think it hit more. I was checking.
Oh, really?
Earlier, yeah.
I'm like, why isn't nobody sharing it from the video? Yeah,
Nah, but I was happy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, look. Let me see. Because I sent you this message, you can't really see it, but I sent you like that message. I typed it out. I had seen somebody like years ago say that you should first start with the people on your phone and just message them and tell them. And that's what I did, bro. I could show you my phone and I messaged every single one of my contacts. Okay. I told them that I messaged you on Facebook. I messaged a few people on Facebook, but people that I knew.
Okay.
Right? And my goal was this. I wanted to get 10 likes and 15 comments. That was it. That's all I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you definitely got more than that.
Yeah, I got way more than that, bro. And I'm so happy about it. Yeah. So I'm like, damn. And I'm getting like some positive ass shit. And
really? Okay, yeah, good.
And that was like one of my goals, bro, because like I said in the message, when you look up Rockford, Illinois on YouTube, the first 10 videos is negative shit. And when I brought it up to you the other day at
Battle at 11's podcast coming soon with
yes sir, Battle at 11's, I told you you knew the video, you knew some of the videos, and you were like, oh yeah, I've seen them before. And it's like negative as shit, and I'm just like, bro, like why y'all talking like that? And you could tell some people are not even from here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're just talking shit or being negative. And I was like, you know what? I guess me, that was me when I was little. I would always complain about what everybody else was doing not right, but instead of doing something right, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something about it. And my main goal, bro, and this is me being honest, my main goal is to be the number one YouTuber in the world, bro. Right now, the number one YouTuber in the world is Mr. Beast. Yeah. So I'm looking at Mr. Beast like he's my competition. I don't care about nobody else. I'm gonna come for his spot. That's it, right? So that's my main goal. But I wanted to have a foundation of like, I wanted to make sure that when you look back in history of my videos, like you knew what I was about. And one of the main things that I am about is Rockford, right? Because I love this city and I think it's one of the greatest cities. So I'm like, okay, if my first video has to be related to rock, like when I came up with the idea of walking across town, it was like I didn't have to think about it. Like it wasn't like, oh, I got a debate between one and two. No, I was like that one because I wanted to make sure that if when I get to that point where I'm the number one YouTuber and people go look at my first video, it's gonna be Rockford. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be Rockford and the Rockford people were there. And bro, like one of the comments on there, this guy wrote a big ass paragraph. Shout out to him. I can't remember his name, but
we'll definitely look him up because I definitely want to play the video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we talk about it. Obviously, we're not going to show the video. Everybody has to go check out the actual video in the description below. But I definitely want to play it and get your get your thoughts on it.
Bet.
Yeah. But so the idea of walking, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I thought about walking from spot to spot in Rockford, but across town, my dude.
Yeah,
bro, and it might.
That shit looks pretty good. I think. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
No, you're good. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Cigars.
Do you want me?
Yeah, please. Yeah. It seemed crazy because, as you and I know, because we lived in Rockford for some sort of time, bro. Just walking on the sidewalks that have sidewalks.
Yeah, facts.
Bro, people get run over.
Oh yeah. That was scary, bro. That was scary. I told my brother, I'm like, yo, cause shout out to my brother,
Raul. The cameraman.
Yeah, the cameraman.
Bro, big shout out.
Bro, that man, he's 15.
Really?
He's 15 years old, bro, and he walked that shit with me, bro.
Bro, I mean, I don't know if I missed it or maybe you cut it out, but it didn't sound like he was complaining. No.
Nah. At some point, he got tired, bro, but he held that shit down, bro. And he was telling me, like, yo, I'm tired as fuck. And I cut it out, too. It's because you can't hear it because it's the parts where I, like, speed it up.
Okay.
But there was some parts where I was ready to give up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he was like, nah, bro, let's do this shit. Like, keep going. We're almost there. So, yeah, big shout out to my brother, man. He held it down. And he's 15 years old, bro. Like,
bro, I would have been like, fuck this, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, I remember when I asked him, because I always ask him to help me out with stuff like that. And I was nervous because I'm like, man, I don't know if he's going to say yes. I remember practicing in my fucking head what I'm going to say. And as soon as I told him, he didn't even think about it. He said, hell yeah, I'll do it. And I was like, bet, let's do it. And he did it, bro. And it was like a heavy-ass camera, the fucking Canon cameras, you know what I'm saying?
Like that?
No, like the other... Bigger, bro.
Whoa,
like a fucking
shit.
Square. And then halfway, my shit died, so we threw it in my backpack and we recorded the rest with my iPhone, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I don't know if you know this, but when you're recording with cameras, bro, and it's hot as fuck, your batteries actually die quicker.
That makes sense. Yeah, it died. And honestly, bro, I was looking at the video and I'm like, I think my next video I'm gonna just do it on my phone.
Yeah. Because, bro, it looks gorgeous.
It looks so much more better with the iPhone than it did with the camera. And I'm like, how is this possible, bro? Yeah,
when you mentioned that you're gonna do it off your camera or off your phone camera, bro, I if anything, bro, I didn't see a difference, bro. It looked good.
It looked good, right?
Yes, sir. It definitely looked good throughout the video.
Yeah, bro, but it was crazy, bro. It was scary. I told my brother at the beginning, I'm like, yo, My only concern was getting hit by a car because, if you guys know, kind of where once you pass the Chuck E. Cheese, there's like a few sidewalks, but then they just disappear. It'll be like one block has a sidewalk, the other block doesn't have it.
Yeah.
And all the streets are like hills like this, so we had to walk on the bottom of the hill, and by there like the cars be flying, they don't care.
Yeah, bro.
So before the video started, I told my brother, I'm like, yo, the only thing that I'm concerned about is those two spots.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, I think I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was good too.
Cool. Thank you, bro.
Shout out to Westside Smokes. And I think we gotta take this green thing off. This is the S shirt, right?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, man. Definitely thanks to you and the West Side,
bro.
man.
Shout out to the Westside Smokes. Everybody go to Westside Smokes. They're the best. Like anything that you could think of that you want, that you need, they have it. Anything smoke related. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not just that, they also got like exotic drinks, popsicles.
They got the popsicles. They got exotic drinks. They got a bunch of fire artwork from local artists.
Shout out Sauce Man and his daughter.
Yes, sir. He was there today.
Okay.
He was working. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna say because I don't know if they want people to know. But he was in there working on something right now.
Okay, sweet.
And so it was cool seeing him, because he was actually the one that put me onto them, because they sell some of my merch in there.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, and I didn't know them. You know what I'm saying? And he made that connection. He made that connection for me. Yeah. So big shout out to him, and they're just cool, bro. Like, man, shout out to Westside Smokes. Everybody go check them out.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a video for them,
bro. You got to. So I'm gonna try it out like this, bro. I see people they be smoking them like this.
I couldn't tell you how to smoke it, bro.
Okay, so, I don't know. So because I smoke, but I smoke little ones. This is gonna be my first time smoking big ones, bro.
For real. And hey, did they see the video?
Which one?
The West Side Smoke.
Oh no, so I just sent it to them, bro. Okay. They didn't know. Rico, I sent it to him. I don't think he saw it though, and she said she was gonna watch it, man. And she's from the West Side, which is something that I respect and I like a lot, bro. Cause man, bro, I'm telling you, she's so smart. You could tell how smart they are, and like, but she said she was gonna watch it. She's a big supporter, bro. Like, I remember when my account got taken down by some hating ass dude, which I know who you are. I told her, and she was like, bro, like, just don't even worry about that, man. Like, you can do what you want to do. You don't mind if I see? Yeah, there's only a few in there, so you can use them. I'm gonna use the lighter. So the reason why you use the thing at first is because you want to light it just to get that flavor, and then once it's like cooked pretty much, then you can start smoking it.
Oh, okay.
And then when you're smoking it, you're only gonna keep it in your mouth. The smoke, don't swallow it because you might throw up or some shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You know that. You know that or not?
No, well, I know you're not supposed to swallow any cigar smoke.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're not supposed to swallow any at all. So, damn, I'm a lefty, so it's gonna be kind of hard for me.
Oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna use the lighter. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm trying to be cool.
Shit, I feel like Joe Rogan, man.
I know, right? For real, bro. Thank you so much, bro. For real, because he be smoking cigars,
he
bro.
He does. Shit, shout out to Westside Smokes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, yeah, obviously, man, we're going to be going up and down with the story and shit, because there's also a bunch of stuff I want to talk to you about, because you are definitely one of the people that have, one of the early people that have came onto the podcast, bro, and definitely, I mean, I don't know how you want to call it, bro, but, anybody that comes on definitely helps me move along, or...
Shit. I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan. I've been a fan of you since, I don't even remember. Since before I came on the pod, I was a fan. And
I swallow that.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, we're good.
You messed up right there.
Yeah, thank you, man, for real. But since...
That's how you know we knew at this.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. So, because I noticed that, bro. I mean, on Instagram.
Yeah.
I am the bag no longer.
Yeah. That doesn't exist. I mean, I still own it. I still own the domain. I still own all that. Yeah, sorry. I still own it, but I think I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do
because in my opinion, bro, the bag that drop it, bro. There's too many the bags.
yeah, facts. I agree.
That Rockford shit you're doing with the Rosea, I think that's better than
Yeah. I
the
like the
bag.
Rockford one. It's because my first love from day one since I was 19. Because I've been doing the clothing thing since I was 19, bro.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
It's been taking me forever. You know what I'm saying?
Did we talk about that or on the first one?
I don't remember.
Because we did talk about the brand, but I don't think we went to
Yeah, I don't.
specifics on how long you were doing it. I may be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think we did go into specifics, bro. But I've been doing this since I was 19. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a rough ride, you know.
Oh
But
yeah, bro, it definitely has, bro. I mean, even for me, I be doing shirts too, bro, and
yeah,
I dropped
fire.
two shirt collabs. No, three shirt collabs.
Mhm.
Out of those three shirt collabs, with like the ones like these, bro, I only sold three, and
Oh
I bought
shit.
two of them.
Yeah. Damn.
You know,
Yeah.
and I definitely don't blame nobody, especially if it doesn't look fire, don't buy it. You know, like
Yeah.
if it looks fire to you, definitely cop it. I would appreciate it.
Yeah.
I don't just throw you the shirt and that's it. You know, I definitely give a sticker pack and all that. But
I bought some of your shirts. You do throw a fire ass sticker pack.
yeah, thank you,
That
man.
shit
Yeah,
was fire, bro. My brother saw it. He was like, "God damn, this shit's cool as fuck." I was like, "Thank you."
yeah, man, and that's another thing too that I got into, bro. Graphic design.
Yo, man, bro, I'm so proud of you. I've been wanting to talk to you about that
Oh yeah, we're
because,
definitely gonna talk more off the podcast about that. But you know,
mm,
but yeah,
yeah. So what I would suggest, bro, which is something that I'm doing too, you know what I'm saying, is, and I learned this from a pod. I think we talked about it when I was here last time. It was called Earn Your Leisure, and they're like a financial. They're the number one financial podcast in the world. You know what I'm saying? Not
that
just in the
sounds
United
familiar.
States.
Yeah.
So I actually met them yesterday, bro.
Really?
The two guys, bro. These motherfuckers is millionaires, bro. They got the number one podcast in the world, bro.
What the
Financial
fuck?
podcast in the
Where'd you
world.
meet them, Rockford?
No, I met them they were in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, bro. They did a conference for free. I went out there with my girl, me and my nephew, bro, and it was like I was meeting my heroes, bro, and I was even telling my girl, like, yo, like meeting them. Because ever since I was a kid, I always believed that I was going to be a millionaire, that I was going to be rich, that I was going to be somebody, right?
Yeah.
But meeting them, bro, and shaking their hand and talking to them, I told my girl, feels like I just went, like, I just crossed like I'm closer. You know, I'm closer to getting there because it was surreal. Like for me, these are my heroes, bro. Like I listen to them, to what they say. I listen to the things that they tell you to do, like the business mindset, all that. You know what I'm saying? But so I met them, right, and they were just cool, bro. Like I forgot the question, bro. What was it?
Yeah, the I am the
I
bag.
remember. I remember. This is what I was going to. So they make a lot of money off of their merch. You know, they have the number one podcast in the world. They make a lot of money off of their merch, and this is one of the things that I learned from them. And they even said that this is one of the reasons why a lot of clothing lines fail, because a lot of the creative people, you know, you like your art, and sometimes you feel like my number one thing is this. This is art. You want your number one thing is this, but everybody likes this, and you're like, no, fuck this one. I'm gonna focus on this one because you like it, but everybody likes this one, right? And one of the things that they said is when you're coming out with your own clothing line, for example, you need to focus on having a lot of options and see it as analytics and see which one people are buying the most. The one that people like the most, that's going to be the one that you're going to do. No matter what, even if you don't think it's the best one, even if you want to do a different one, you have to do what the people like because that's what the people are going to support. You know, and so they have their own merch. They had it. They talk about having a clothing line yesterday when I saw them. They talk about having your own clothing line and stuff like that. And they said it. They said it before, so it's not like haven't heard it, right? But I remember I was so focused on doing all these things that I wanted to do, and I would always be like, "It's me, it's me, it's me." But now, that's why I even did the Rockford because I'm like, "Yo, we don't really got any drippy Rockford stuff, you know." And that's no disrespect to
Yeah.
like the things that are out there, but we have a lot of Rockford people who have their own clothing lines, but we don't really have anything that even just says Rockford. We have like the A151. I think we have another one. I can't really remember.
How you abbreviate it? RKFD.
Oh, RKFD. Yeah, shout out to them though. They're
Yeah.
drippy. They're drippy.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. They're
I
drippy.
love their stuff. I have some shit.
Yeah. I love their stuff too. I got one of their hats. Shout out to them. They have fire one, but his when he explains to you what the abbreviation for RKFD means, it's not Rockford.
Oh,
No,
really?
it's not Rockford.
I thought it was Rockford.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
It's RKFD. It's Real Kids Follow Dreams. I think. I don't remember
That's
exactly.
fire.
It's still fire though.
Yeah.
And I like it because it still connects with the Rockford community. You wear it and you're like, hell yeah, this is Rockford. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. It's kind of hard not to swallow smoke.
for real,
Yeah.
I think I'm used to it now, so I don't swallow it.
Yeah, because I mean, anytime I smoke, bro, when it comes to smoking weed, bro, you inhale.
Facts. Yeah, I don't smoke weed, so I don't. It's not a struggle.
Yeah.
But for you,
Yeah, I'm not swallowing it right now, but like, I feel like I don't know.
and you can stop smoking at any time.
Yeah.
And then if you do re-smoke it, you just gotta cut some of it off because it'll be like burning. It'll taste nasty.
Okay, cool.
So you don't gotta finish it.
I want to feel cool a little bit longer.
Bet.
And so
Because we were talking about the I am the bag, how I'm not doing that, and how you like this one more. So yeah, I just want to tell you.
yeah, and sorry if I cut you off, but
No, you're good.
yeah. So why did you drop the bag? I don't know if you really got into that.
Yeah. Well, the number one thing is that same dude that was hating on my shit. He got my account taken down on Instagram, and then when he got it taken down on Instagram, I was mad. You know what I'm saying? Because that was one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie, because that one was more of an affirmation. And I think I explained that when I was here because it was more like when you put it on and you know that it says "I am the bag." You're like, damn, I'm wearing that, like I am that,
Yeah.
And to me, it was more like a mind shift, like to make you feel like you're $1 million. You know what I'm saying? But it was really because of that, because he got my account taken down, and then once he got my account taken down,
But I mean, that's just the Instagram, bro. It's not like he took your business down. It's just your account where you can always make another one, or you can just promote it on Facebook.
yeah, facts. I don't know, bro. I guess it all just kind of made sense to me. I was like, you know what? Let me just because I wasn't even more like mad at him. I was mad, of course.
Yeah.
I know the dude. He messaged me too. I got the messages, and he tried to act like it wasn't him doing it. He like lame ass dude, and his dad actually owns a lot of the downtown Rockford area, which is kind of crazy.
way.
Yeah, because he's like hating, and then his dad is like, yeah, it's
I
crazy.
thought it was just a random.
No, it's like some guy, but I don't know what the hell's his problem. But
Yeah. And so after dropping the bag, what do you get into?
so after I dropped it, I didn't get into nothing, bro. I was kind of in limbo. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know what to do. I was trying to figure it out because one of the lessons that I learned from that, bro, is that I've been on Instagram, bro, since 2013 or 14. I remember when Instagram first came out, I was one of the first people on Instagram out of my friend group, and I would tell everybody, yo, get Instagram, it's lit, and nobody would get it. And I would be like, nah, get it, and now everybody has it. But I was mad because I'm like, yo, Mark, because Mark Zuckerberg owns Instagram, like, bruh, I've been on here for since 2012. I don't remember the exact date, but I remember I was in middle school. I was in 8th grade, and I remember thinking like, yo, you're just gonna, because when they tell you why they take it down,
Okay.
and they told me that I was impersonating me, and I'm like, yo, you got since 2012 all this data of me, and you're gonna take down my account because some dude reported it 100 times and said that it wasn't me, and so I thought it was unfair because I'm like, I can't build another brand or like keep doing my thing if every time somebody gets mad or they want to hate, they're just gonna take it down because Instagram is just gonna let them. So I was like, I need to figure out a way around this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to figure out how I can be the owner of it completely, where I don't have to deal with anybody being able to take my shit down, because I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, yeah, it really isn't, man. Especially if it's saying that you're impersonating someone that is yourself.
Yeah, and I was tripping because I'm like, yo, I've been doing this since 2012. I had that account.
Yeah.
I would change the name, because at first it was Jose Greatest. I was always Greatest, though. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I always did. And I would just change like the beginning, and then they took it down, and I was like, yo, like what the hell? And so I was like, okay, let me just chill, try to focus and figure out, create a plan, because I was going off of no plan. So I was like, I'm just winging it. Like, I know I could do it, but I didn't have a plan. And then eventually I started just listening to more financial shit, and everybody's just like, yo, just build. Pretty much what everybody says is all the rich people now, they're like, create content around what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you could have a company. You don't even gotta be in front of the camera if you don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you sell, I don't know, something random, fucking cigars, just cigars all day. You could create an Instagram. You could create a YouTube. You could create a Facebook. You could create a TikTok. All that, and just create your brand around this. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing is to have control. And one of the things that I learned is YouTube, and that's how I ended up coming into this, because like I'm gonna try to. It's because man, bro, my brain just thinks too damn much, so I'm trying to keep it as minimum as possible and super simple because it's kind of hard to explain.
No, no, go ahead. Yeah, whatever you feel like. Whatever you feel like you have to say or how you say it, bro. And when you see the podcast, you're like, man, I need to fix something. Again, you're always welcome.
Damn, I just swallowed that.
Yeah, and like you're always welcome, bro. So never trip what you say now because you can always come back and say it.
You're right.
Fix it.
You're right. Okay, so I'm gonna still try to. I want to explain it as simple as possible, though.
Yeah, yeah.
So if there's anybody listening, bro, they could skip all these steps from when I was 19. I'm 25 right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is all the knowledge that they could skip all those years that I went through that, right? So basically, right now is July 31st. 31st is a Sunday. On Friday, I don't know if you know, but the United States government announced that we're officially in a recession, right? A recession pretty much means that the economy's just fucked, and
That's actually scary because I didn't know that.
oh, yeah, it's alright. You don't gotta be scared, bro. As long as you have a plan and you're working on what you're working, it's not even gonna affect you. This is actually one of the best times for entrepreneurs, which is something that you are, because during recession is when there's more millionaires that are made. The people that don't have a plan or don't really know what they want to do in life are the ones that suffer, but the people that know what they're doing are constantly working at something. They're the ones that come out on top. Facebook was created during the last recession. Uber was created during the last recession, and a few others, but I can't remember right now.
Yeah, yeah, straight.
So they in that podcast from the guys that I met, Troy and Rashad, Earn Your Leisure, they and Ian Dunlap, they were saying before they announced it that it was gonna happen. And they're like, yo, you guys need to start creating a plan to figure out what you want to do, blah blah blah. So they were like, pretty much half of the jobs are gonna be terminated during the recession. We don't know how long it's gonna take. I think they said it, but I don't remember. Half of the jobs are gonna be done, and they're not gonna come back. And they use as an example, 2008 is when we had the last recession. And they're like, ask those people who are still waiting for those jobs to come back if the jobs came back. And they don't. They never do. Something gets created, and it's something different. And so I was like, damn, man, like I need to get on my shit. And right now, I do Instacart. That's my full-time job, right? Instacart. And
Instacart? I never heard of it. Well,
it's like groceries. You go to the store. Somebody orders groceries, you go and pick them up, and you just drop them off at their house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's
so. That's a pretty cool company, but one of the things from this financial podcast is they say that Instacart is going to go out of business within the next 2 years. I do Instacart. And I don't want Instacart to go out of business because I make good money from Instacart. But I believe them, you know?
Yeah.
Like the things that they say, I believe them 100%. So I'm like, okay, I got about 2 years before this shit's done for, and I gotta figure this shit out, right? So I'm listening to I'm watching these guys. I'm doing Instacart at the same time, and you're in your own car, so you spend a lot of time in the car. So I can't really listen to music like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I listen to music maybe 5% of the time, and the rest of the time I'm either listening to a book, watching an interview, listening to a podcast or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, same here. But mainly when I draw, that's when I listen to the music.
That's crazy because when I was working on my website, I couldn't focus listening to other shit only with music, so I had to put music. Yeah. So I'm listening to them say this stuff, right? And then I would always crack up, and I would tell my girl like, "Yo, all the Instacarters are always YouTubers. You go on YouTube and you put Instacart, and there's a million people on there, and they're always YouTubers, and they're cool. They're like smart. You can tell that they're like intelligent people." And I would crack up, and I'm like, damn, every Instacarter is a YouTuber, and then now I'm a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? But I would be watching them, and I would be like, why? Like, why do they do this? And I think I understand now is because you have so much time you could think, like you start to think about different things. And so I'm doing that right, and I listen to Joe Rogan. You know, I don't listen to all his episodes, but I listen to some of them. And
give me 1 second because this door keeps flapping open.
You good? The sound. You good? Don't worry about it.
So when you started to do the Instacart, that's when you wanted to make videos on YouTube?
Yeah, it took me a few months because even when I was doing Instacart, I didn't even want to do no clothing. I didn't want to do nothing, bro. I was just trying to figure it out, and that's what motivated me to do YouTube because I was listening to Joe Rogan, and I don't even know how. I don't remember exactly how, but I just recently started watching Mr. Beast videos. You know, I knew who Mr. Beast was, but I didn't really watch his stuff.
Yeah, me neither until like a few months ago.
Yeah,
it's barely this year I started to watch him as well.
Me too. So I was listening and I was watching this guy, and I'm like, yo, this guy's making so much money, and I like his content because he does a lot of positive shit. You know,
he does, bro. Shit. He definitely puts people in great positions, my boy. Shit, regardless, man. I feel like if you step out, or if you step into Mr. Beast's video, bro, your life could change.
Yeah, that's a fact. I agree. And a lot of people's lives have changed because of that, you know? And so I'm looking at this guy, and he's doing positive shit, bro. He did where he wanted to plant like 100 million trees. He's also doing another video, or I think he did it already. I don't remember where he wants to clean the ocean.
I see that.
You know, and I'm like, yo, that's dope because I fuck with it. Like a lot of people don't like that we live in a capitalist society, right? Because they think that money is evil and everybody who has money is evil. But he's showing that money is not evil. It's just a person because he has a lot of money and he's not evil, right? And he's doing a lot of positive shit. And I think that's where a lot of people get kind of like they don't understand because it makes sense to me. I'm like, if I have money, I can go and like for example, West Side Smokes. When you pull up where they're at, bro, the area is not the best. But you see West Side Smokes, bro, that mug is fancy, bro. You walk in and you feel like a different person. You feel fancier when you walk in. You feel rich.
Okay.
And that's just because they were smart enough and they leveraged the money to make it into turn it into a positive. And that's something that a lot of people don't know. But back to the whole Mr. Beast thing. So
wait, hold that second because I got Shibby outside. Shibby,
How you doing?
Jose, Shibby.
Nice to
I
meet
was
you,
just
man.
talking to you.
Yeah, nice to meet you,
Nice
dude.
meeting you too. I was gonna tell you that he's the one that put me onto you, and then he's like, he's gonna be here.
Yeah,
I was like, what the
perfect
fuck?
timing. Yeah.
Yeah, nice meeting you, man.
Nice meeting you, man.
I'm so excited to come on your pod.
Dude, yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and I'm happy you're here. He was just telling me about what you guys are working on, bro.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Thank you, I appreciate that, dude. I just watched your video actually on my way. I had my girl drive back. So I was like, I'm gonna watch this video.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think? Be honest though. Be honest.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I can't believe he fucking walked that.
Yeah.
That's what I keep saying, bro.
I know. I have a lot of questions, but I want to save them, for.
That shit. Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. We can
Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about it. Yeah, because we're just on side conversation on what Jose used to do and what got him to do what he's doing now.
Sweet. You mind if I grab a drink?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Interrupt anything as we go.
It's good, bro. Bro, but can you tell me when you were watching the video? So this is something that I've been asking a lot of people because I want to get better. So when you were watching the video, was there a point during the video where you got bored or you thought this part is kind of boring? But you have to be honest because for my next video I want to get better, so I need the honest truth.
No, I mean,
Hello.
no, nothing really struck me as boring because that was an appropriate time for like how long you did what you did. You know what I mean? Like, if it was something like not as big as that, you could trim it, but you can't really. How could you trim that any other way? You know what I mean? Like, there's parts that are like, obviously like more interesting than others, but like you have to have it all in there. You can't really skip anything out of there. I gotta watch another. You have other videos too.
No,
right?
that's my
your
first one.
Okay, yeah. So honestly, for what you did it fucking perfect. Like for what it was, like you really did a good job. Like lengthwise and everything, that's like a perfect timing. Any shorter, it would just be like, did he even walk the whole city? You know what I mean? So like honestly, there was nothing that I felt was like this could have been out of there. I feel like it was an appropriate time.
Okay.
Now, like in the future, if you're doing something different that isn't like a walk through the entire town, there's times where you can cut some like less important stuff. But for that video, I feel like you really did a good job of nailing like not too much, not too little, perfect timing. You don't get bored. Like it wasn't too long. It was only like 11 minutes, right?
Yeah.
That's a good time for you. Literally walked across the whole city. I mean, how many hours did that take? Like in real
6
time?
hours.
Yeah. So imagine you did 6 hours and you cut that down to 11 minutes.
Yeah,
like I can't imagine anything else cutting that down would be too much. You know, like I think
my goal was to get it to 10 minutes, bro.
I think 11's fine. I get trying to get to 10, but sometimes there's that minute more. Like you gotta, you can't pick what you need to leave. It's better to leave it.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. All right, Shibby. So this is just the just to see how we look.
Reese subscribed.
Yeah.
My boy Reese, 18 days ago.
Oh shit! Shout out to Reese.
Yeah.
And
Reese.
this main screen is when you see what you show on the computer.
Okay.
Yeah. This is gonna come in handy later. But your mic's on.
You want me to talk and everything, or you want?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to say something, go ahead. Shit.
Yeah,
even Jamie has to say something.
Yeah. I'll try to let.
Shout out to Jamie, bro. I don't know what he looks like, but
I
I
know,
imagine
right?
he must be some badass dude, bro. I respect him.
I seen him in the Joe Rogan a few times, but he does not look like how he sounds.
I can't remember what he looks like. I know I've seen him, but I don't remember it.
Yeah. So everybody who's tuning in right now, you definitely have Shibby in the background. Shibby.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah. He'll be joining us for the rest of the podcast.
Just met him.
Yeah.
Right now, you guys saw it.
Yeah, and Jose was just talking to us about where were we at, man?
I was telling you about I was getting to the Mr. Beast and explaining to you, why I started doing the YouTube stuff. Pretty much connected to the recession shit that I was talking about.
The recession. Okay.
Yeah. So I was watching. I forgot how, but you get bored and Joe Rogan's gonna have an episode that you might like. Mm-hmm. So you figure out which one to watch, which one not to watch. So I saw a clip of Mr. Beast on YouTube, on the YouTube Shorts. So I'm like, damn, I like what he's talking about. So I'm like, let me check it out. I'm listening to what he's saying, and Joe Rogan asked him, what do you think is gonna happen with YouTube? Do you think YouTube is still gonna be like the number one thing, whatever?
Yeah.
And he's like, honestly, within the next 10 years, YouTube is gonna be the biggest platform in the world. And I'm like, damn, okay. And then Mr. Beast, I forgot what else Mr. Beast, what Joe Rogan asked him, but Mr. Beast was like, yeah, YouTube is also gonna be the number one employer in the world. So I started thinking, okay, so if from what I'm telling you, half of the jobs are gonna go away, but in 10 years, YouTube is gonna have most of the employees working for them. What does that mean? Everybody that posts a YouTube video is a YouTube employee, right? So I'm like, okay, so let me start focusing on that because I know it's gonna grow exponentially, right? So I'm like, okay, let me start thinking about what I want to do. when it comes to YouTube related, because I have another YouTube channel where I do like nature shit. 'Cause I like to be outside. I like to do like nature and stuff like that. And
That's something I want to get into, bro. Is that the reels?
so those I posted them as reels because I just wanted to try it out. Because I knew I was gonna make this video, but I wanted to have something where I could try it out before I started being for real. Because this one is gonna be the main focus. The other one is gonna be more for fun because that's what I like to do for fun. I like go out in nature and shit. And then also one of the reasons why I do the nature shit is because a lot of people always complain about how people are scared of the metaverse and all that shit, and they're like, if they're gonna control us, we're gonna become robots. But literally, the best way to get away from that is just to disconnect and just go out in nature. That's the opposite of being in the metaverse, is going outside. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you don't smoke right now. Yeah, your ashtray's right there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay. So that's how that one came about, right? And that one I'm not really gonna promote it too much because that one I feel like is more of like people who are into nature and shit like that. And also like a lot of people of color always complain that only white people do shit like that, but we do shit like that too. We just don't be promoting it. That's like you go to like a Mexican spot. Me as a Mexican, right? I go to a Mexican spot and the owner is a white dude. I can't even be mad at him, bro, because he saw opportunity and he took the leap, and also he studied what he's doing. You know, they study, they make sure that the food is good, because if the food is trash, nobody's gonna go.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, if all we're gonna do is just complain, but what can you do to fight back against that? Is do what everybody else says that should be done. Just do it. That's it. It's like it's not that hard, right? So okay, so back to my bad. So back to the Mr. Beast thing. So I'm listening to Mr. Beast. He's like, this is gonna be the #1 employer in the world, and there's people, bro, who get 100,000 subscribers and their life could change just from that. You know, Mr. Beast has 100 million. I think he just got there, and I'm like, okay, so I need to figure out how to get in that space, and I want to do it to the highest level. You know what I'm saying? So, cause like I told you, Mr. Beast is my only competition, right? So I'm like, okay, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. So I'm listening, and Joe Rogan asked him, okay, can you give me some tips on people who are starting at zero, how to get there? Mr. B said, you know what? I said it so many times, I don't want to say it again. He's like, if they really want to find out, go and look at all my other podcasts. He's like, there's videos where they just asked me 10 questions and it was about that. He's like, so the equation is there. And shout out to Mr. Beast because he tells you exactly what to do to grow on YouTube. So I did that. I finished listening to that one and I studied him for a week straight, bro. I'm still watching his videos now.
That's a lot.
I'm watching all his videos. I watch all his interviews. I watch everything. I was taking notes, you know, like it's crazy. I'm like, I gotta get obsessed with this, you know? And basically he explained that, you know, you don't want to make your videos too long, too boring, and you want to make sure that they're just engaging to the audience. And he said if you're doing like a longer video, for example, he did one where he did a fucking marathon of like 45 miles, and he walked using the biggest shoes. It was like a world record. They were like big as shit. I don't remember.
Weren't they like clown shoes?
They were like some big ass clown shoes, but they were like made to be bigger than that. And they walked it, and he explained like, if you post a video that long, he said that you gotta have at least 3 different stories happening at the same time. So the #1 is him getting to the finish line. There has to be a second story in between that you're also keeping up with, and then there has to be like a third one that people don't notice as much. So I'm like, okay, so he's really like giving you the blueprint on what to do and what not to do, right? So
that's a lot. Have you ever thought into that? I didn't, bro.
No, that's making me want to like. What can I go study? And
yeah,
what
bro.
do I need to learn more on?
You should go study him, bro. There's these 2 YouTubers, man. Shout out to them. They're so badass. I love them. I want to meet them in real life. They're Colin and Samir. I don't know if you guys ever seen their YouTube channel.
It sounds familiar, but I haven't heard of it.
Bro, like I respect them so much, bro, because they created their own lane. Like they take YouTube like serious, bro. They're like YouTube fucking historians, and they interview the biggest YouTubers in the world, and they do it like at a high level where you're like, damn. And they ask them all these questions, like, how do you get there? What are you doing? Like, they had Mr. Beast on there. I watched that episode, and I'm a big fan of them now. I watch all their episodes too because they're interviewing all the people that are doing what I want to do. So, you know, success leaves clues. So I'm like, let me watch them, right? So if You guys want to do some research? I would say look them up. Colin and Samir. That's it. That's their YouTube channel. And so I
You
was
can learn
listening.
from everybody, bro.
Yeah, you can learn from everybody for real. And so I was watching that, and then I found one of Mr. B's videos, an old one, where he was being interviewed, and they asked him, "What would you do if you started at zero subscribers?" He said, "The first video probably that I would do is," he said, "I would walk across the country, from side to side," and he's like, "Because I know that I would get attention from the news. Everybody would want to be, who the hell is this crazy kid?" Just because he's only 21, and he's like,
very young.
yeah, he's young as shit, and he's like, it would be like, why is this kid just walking across? So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna walk across, but what I can do is I could walk across the city of Rockford. So I remember I went on Google, and you guys know where I started the video. It has the "Welcome to Rockford" sign. So that's around Showplace 16, and from what I know, it ends on the west side all the way by where the Farming Fleet is at. So I went on there and I put Farming Fleet and Showplace 16, and they said it was like 14 or 15 miles. I don't remember. So I'm like, that does not sound too bad, like I could do it. And then I just made up my mind, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. And I talked about it for a while. I talked about it for like 3 weeks before I did it.
That's pretty quick, honestly. I thought you were gonna say even longer. 3 weeks.
Yeah, low key.
Yeah. For something so big.
And I don't know if you knew this, Shibby, but in the video he says he did not prep, exercise, or train for it.
So you just were like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I don't exercise. I don't fucking lift weights. I don't work out. I don't do none of that. I like to go out in nature, but I'll be out there for an hour and I'm like, let's go. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, fuck it, man. It's gonna be a cool story. And like I was telling him before you got here, I really wanted to make it Rockford based because I wanted that be like my foundation.
Yeah.
That as my YouTube channel grows, I always want them to know, like, yo, like, because I did it for the city, not just for me. Of course, I did it for me, for the views, for the subscribers, and all that. But I wanted to I just want to change the perspective of how people view Rockford and how people look at Rockford, bro. Because there's people that love Rockford, and then there's people that hate it. And the people that hate it, they make sure to be known that they hate it. So I'm like, I gotta do something to fight back against this negative shit.
I know. I definitely say I definitely was a hater when I moved here, but then once I stayed in the same spot for years, and then I met Vic and all those
Shout out to
guys.
Vic.
Yeah.
Dude, I seen the other side, and I feel like
There's the town itself. I'm here 10 years now. So I'm originally from a different town. The town itself is not the best, but the people in it give it heart, and that's what I love about the town, Facts. And that's what the news doesn't tell you. You only see the bad side of things. I mean, in the town, it does suck at times, and there's definitely shit about it that needs to change, and that's like the government part of it needs to change. There's like stuff in there. Money's not being put in the right places and stuff.
True. Yeah, I mean that's what I've heard.
They only seem to care about like downtown too. Like they just clean up downtown, but then there's all this like you can't even drive down major streets because they're so pothole filled and stuff like that. And it's depressing to live around. And stuff. But I do love the people here, and that's what I've stayed for. So there's.
And I agree with you 1,000%, bro. And I cut some of it out, but even in the video, I don't know if you guys remember, but I talked about how there's no libraries on the west side no more. And I made sure to let that be known because I remember when they knocked down the library, I was sad, bro. Because I live in my whole life on the west side.
The one downtown, right?
There's only one. That's the only one, but it's like downtown.
Yeah,
He's talking like further in the west side.
Yeah, further in the west side, there's this school called Lewis Lemon. And Lewis Lemon had a library, a Rockford Public Library in it, and they shut it down. And that was the library that I would walk there because it wasn't that far from my house. And I was a fucking teenager. I didn't have a computer at the house. I would be in there, playing fucking Fun Run and all the other games. I don't remember. But I would go and I would rent the movies, before Netflix was a thing. I would go rent the movies. I would read the books. And I was sad when they knocked it down. So when I did the video, I wanted to make sure that I said that on the video because I'm like, yo, like, we just got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because they do forget. But if you make enough buzz, they'll listen. So, and even just talking about the sidewalks, I was like, yo, there's no sidewalk. I'm scared. I was really scared.
Yeah, there's parts where you literally have to run across.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, like, come on, bro. Like, put up a sidewalk or something, Like, I get it's not as easy as it sounds, but still, like.
It can be done, you know what I mean? Like, for a while, a lot of the high schools didn't have AC in there and stuff, and it's like, come on, you gotta take care of it,
Yeah, and shout out to Vic, bro, because I think Vic is single-handedly doing so much shit. You
Oh,
know,
he
because
is, bro. Hell
he
yeah.
puts so much attention on certain things, and he does it in such a smart way. That's why I love Vic, because
Shout out, Vic.
yeah, shout
I
out
need
to
to meet
Vic.
him still. I have never had a
Bro,
chance
Yeah,
to meet him in person. I'm going to.
He's so
Yeah,
cool,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He's so cool, and like, and he does it in a nice way where he shines light on something, but then you see the other fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like when he did the Battle of Lemmings, people always talk shit about Lemmings, and then that day everybody loved Lemmings. But it just puts it in perspective. Like, oh, once you shine the light, like people want to make it better. They want
Yeah.
to make it look nicer,
Yeah.
and that's what's gonna happen. So big shout out to him. He's a
Yeah.
big supporter, and
I mean, I never really gone to that park because I know if I would have gone to that park, I could get in trouble or, you know. So I feel like something would happen, you know, because that park is known for certain gangs and or people.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is now. I hopefully it's not, but I didn't see that at Vic's event. So
Yeah,
definitely
facts.
shout out Vic, man.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was definitely comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
I was
sure
cool.
going there, I was like, yeah, I feel fine going
Yeah,
there.
I was happy, bro. 'Cause
Otherwise,
my family came, bro. Like my parents, they came. We would go there when we were little, and
they were there at the event.
they were there at the event. They were chilling by my booth.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
behind
Oh,
me,
wow.
they were right there. I was so happy because they don't really do stuff like that, and they love the West Side too. You know what I'm saying? Like we all love the West Side. We love Rockford, and that's one of the things that I think my perspective was always like I love this town because I used to live on Jersey on the East Coast, and over there, bro, where I grew up, where I'm from, it was trash, bro. It was trash. It was like I don't even know how to explain it. Like
Worse than here?
worse than here, bro.
Wow.
And that's what a lot of people don't know.
I mean, I
because,
know it's not bad, but
bro, like over there, people can't even make enough money to have cars, bro. You live in houses. Houses don't even got grass. It's just like. It's just not. There's no space. Everybody lives so close to each other, and that's why I think it gets a little bit crazy because everybody's so cramped up together. And so, growing up and seeing all that, bro, like I remember to wash our clothes, we would have to walk for an hour to the fucking laundromat,
Jeez.
wash our clothes, and then we'd have to carry all that shit back. It was a mission. We had to take the bus and do all types of crazy shit to go shopping. Bro, like my parents worked 2 full-time jobs and they couldn't afford to buy a car over there. They could barely afford to pay rent. And so when we came, I remember there was nothing. Where I live at now, it was like fucking cornfields. Now it's nice. Now they're building homes and they're doing all types of shit. So seeing that from where I'm from, and then seeing Rockford, I'm like, yo, Rockford is the shit. Because once we came here, bro, it wasn't even a year. My parents had a car,
yeah.
and we lived over there for years, no car. Here it wasn't even a year, and they got a car. You know, now they own 2 houses. They have a shitload of cars. Like they're living like the fucking American dream. And a lot of people don't see it because they never even been anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I traveled. I had a job where I would travel all over the United States. And I would be like, damn, we're so ungrateful in Rockford because we complain and we talk so much shit. But I saw the other fucked up towns. And I'm like, this shit's worse. Like, but a lot of people don't know that. Because all we talk about is how much it sucks instead of trying to make it a little bit better.
Rockford gets a lot of attention because it's a bigger town. So it's a big population. So a lot of these other towns, they're tiny and small, and they're literally there's nothing there. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I definitely had a opposite effect when I was coming here, bro. Because I was from Chicago, coming here.
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely nicer, but the thing is, it just nicer looking, but it just didn't feel like Chicago.
Right.
But then I got used to it. Yeah.
Chicago is the shit. Shout out to them. But my bad, bro. My bad.
I know that's good, bro.
I don't know. I love Rockford, and
It definitely, I definitely always do gotta say though, it took me a minute to love Rockford. I'm never out the gate. I love Rockford. I've been about Rockford.
Yeah.
I just show love to it. You know?
Yeah. What is it?
No, yeah.
So now this one's recording.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean that's the main focus for now. It's just the Rockford thing, but I think my next video is not gonna be Rockford. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's not gonna be Rockford. Too much Rockford focus.
I know that's something I did want to ask you, bro. Where would you do next? Low key, I mean,
I don't really know. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but
Yeah, is that your plan? Are you gonna keep walking like state lines and stuff, or are you
I
gonna do
thought
different
about it.
things?
I thought about maybe I'll just walk across Illinois or something, but I don't know. I feel like maybe I gotta work up there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no.
I'm scared, bro. Like that should be scary.
No, yeah,
You know,
man,
to
bro,
walk, like
shit.
walking through the highway, that shit's scary.
Cause, bro, like the more people, I feel like the more people that live there, the better chance of something happening.
Yeah.
You know, not
Yeah.
trying to be negative or anything.
No, but you're right. You're right. There's a guy right now. His name is Ryan Traham. He has a YouTube channel too, and he walked all the way from California to wherever Mr. Beast is at, I think North Carolina or some shit, to give him a penny. And he did that, and he was posting. I think he got there already, but it
I
took
heard
him a
of it.
while.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it took him a while. He was posting every day, every single day. He was posting a video, and he was walking with no money. He started with 1 penny.
Yeah.
And the goal was to give him the penny, but he was also doing it with no money. So every day he would have to wake up and figure out how is he gonna get money to be able to eat, to be able to do whatever he had to do next to keep going to the next place. And I think he did it. I didn't watch the video, but I know he did it. I watched some of his videos, bro. They're inspiring, and I'm thinking maybe. Well, I don't know. I might change my mind, right? That's why I don't know what I'm gonna do. But one of the videos that I like watching from that kid, he's a young kid too. Um, he he did a video where he was like, "I'm gonna make $1,000 in one day," but he started with $0, and so he starts doing random things, and he's recording the whole thing. And at the end of the day, he only made like $200 or $300, and he just gave it away. But I liked it because it was super positive at the end. He gave people the money, and he was like, "Yo, like here," and it helps because this is a positive shit. Like I feel like there's gonna be a shift, and we gotta make that shift. Just not even just the city of Rockford or the United States, but just like the whole world. Like we live in so much like conflict all the time. It's like you versus me, they versus us. Like it's always just negative ass shit. And I'm like, yo, why can't we just be together? Like, why can't we just be happy with each other and just enjoy each other's company?
Yeah, man. That was hard to kind of find. I feel like. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Find that. Everybody just wants to compete against.
Yeah,
each other.
compete. Yeah, bro, and that sucks, dude. Like from the financial podcast that I tell you about, they always talk about collaboration over competition. I can never say that word,
Yeah.
but that's how they became so big, bro. Like they recently interviewed the a billionaire. He's a billionaire. I forget. I wish I could remember his name, but he's the only black billionaire that has ever built or is going to build a skyscraper in New York. And he's the only one. And there's not that many black billionaires, right? But the way he got connected to that guy is through other people, and like they always want to work with people, bro. Like they created this financial thing where everybody helps each other out. Like you have a business, I have a business, and we figure out how can we make that business work for the both of us. And they use that energy to elevate each other, and it's working. And so I'm seeing that, and I'm like, yo, that's fire. And that's something that I want to do here. And if there's any Rockford YouTubers, anybody who's trying to do anything, hit me up, message me. I would love to work with you guys because.
Well, I know another great YouTube channel, the Screw City Podcast Production.
Shout out to Screw
Who are
City.
they?
Shout out to Screw City.
Were you expecting that?
I was hoping. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, but
I was trying to find that guy's name, but I can't
no,
find it.
there's a
Cool.
few, bro. There's also Munchies, I believe.
Man, bro, I'm a big fan of them, bro.
Yeah.
I don't really know them that much.
Yeah, me
I know they're
neither.
from Rockford, and I
They're not in
remember
Rockford?
they are from Rockford, I think.
They live in Rockford?
Oh, I don't know if they live in Rockford or not, but
Because they be getting high.
His name is
Yeah.
Don Peebles.
Don Peoples. There we go. That's
That's
exactly what he is.
Another
some
one in
Jamie
Rockford?
shit. No,
Yeah,
that was the guy who
The billionaire, the black
the billionaire
billionaire.
who's
Oh, okay.
building the thing. It took me a second. Internet was a little
Oh,
slow.
Yeah, we're good.
No, shout out to you because that's important, bro. And you guys should watch that shit, bro. I learned so much from him. Like I be watching all types of shit. I really want to learn. Like how you said, everything is connected. It really is. Because you could listen to him and we're doing a podcast, but somehow whatever he's saying could fit into the podcast
Yeah.
world. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is connected, bro.
Yeah, for real. It definitely does, man.
Yeah, collabs are the best way to do it. Like, I mean, we've made friends with our podcast. Made friends with someone like Tennessee,
Oh, that's fire.
Louisiana. We've already done
Damn.
like collabs with them and stuff, and You know, you might just be one or two people from their fan base that come over, but that's how you slowly just keep growing, you know.
And since our podcast, bro, you went on another podcast game show.
Yeah.
Well, what is game show?
It's called the Spaghetti Bowl. It's What's Your Spaghetti Policy podcast. It's you ever seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
It's a reference to a phrase in
shit.
that show. And yeah, so they have like it's kind of like Jeopardy in the first round.
Okay.
We play our team lost.
Yeah,
Spoilers,
I was
but we
hoping
got our
I was
asses
like,
kicked. We got our asses kicked.
Damn.
But yeah, it was really fun. They did like a Jeopardy style podcast game show. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, that sounds fire. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, but like through collaborating.
Yeah, just through
Yeah.
collaborating on Twitter and meeting more people and
Mhm.
stuff like that. And I have a bunch more of like other podcasts that reached out just because of that. So it's all about just networking.
Do you guys have like any tips on how to? Because for me, the hardest thing for me is like hitting up other people because I want to make sure that they feel like it's genuine, like
Yeah.
that is not that I'm trying to use them, like, but I'm really trying to help them, and I want them to help me.
Yeah,
I
vice
want to
versa,
make
yeah.
like a real connection. Do you guys have any tips on how to do that?
See, that's the thing, bro. Luckily, me, even if they might not fuck with me at first, they'll see that I'll work for it
Yeah,
through my art or something.
Yeah.
You know, they'll know me by my art or
Yeah.
something. You know, like luckily, that's been the case majority. But like,
The best way I think for me at least is just gotta make them have a good time or whatever. Whenever you meet these people, or whatever, just like if you enjoy your time with that person, everything after that will be genuine. If that makes sense,
Okay.
you just gotta. You don't gotta force it if that makes sense. Just
Right.
let it naturally happen,
okay.
oh yeah, that's true.
and it kind of just like the connections just kind of happen. There's some people that you'll just know that like that's not really I don't really fuck with
Yeah.
them or not even in a bad way, but
Yeah,
you just know
yeah.
like that's not someone that's gonna be in my everyday future. And if they happen to be cool, but you know, like you'll kind of get the energy like right afterwards, you know. And the more that's how you get those better connections that
Yeah.
are like you know always be there for you or ride or dies, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, because usually the people that I have came on, bro. I mean, for a few that I reached out, they know me from some way or someone. So luckily, I always had the,
Yeah.
you know, Chibi. He knows a few people that can
See,
contact them and be like, oh, he's legit. You know? So,
Yeah, bro, and you have a great reputation, bro.
You do.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I was just
Definitely
with,
wasn't easy, guys.
I was just with Rico, and he was telling me, bro, he like fucks with you, and everybody fucks with you.
Yeah.
Bro. Like that's one of the cool things, and I'm like, damn, like how does he do it? Because you know, I'm like,
I don't know how.
because I feel like sometimes
Because it's hard, guys.
I be
like,
rude, bro. I be rude as hell, you know, sometimes, but I don't even be trying to be rude, but
Yeah.
sometimes I just can't take like the BS shit. I'm just like, bro, don't talk to me. Like, I don't want to talk to you right now. And I know that hurts people's feelings, but
yeah.
sometimes like what they're talking about doesn't have anything to do with me, and I'm just like, I had to tell them because they're gonna keep going. And
Yeah.
I don't want to fake it. Like, I don't want to pretend like I really care about what they're talking about.
And I mean, yeah, usually with that, man, like if they're talking to you in person or coming up to you or messaging you, bro, be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the best way. Is just be honest, because you don't want the fake stuff anyway. At the end of the
facts.
day.
I mean, in the end, bro,
Doesn't mean be an asshole, but you don't really. Yeah, there's a way to do it without.
Because there's plenty of people that hit me up, bro, that want to be on, but it's just like I don't see the work or I just don't have the time.
Yeah. That's a big thing with the time too. Like, there's a bunch of people that have like I want to get on and stuff, and it's just like timing everything up is hard sometimes, or sometimes just life happens and you get busy, and it's like fuck, it's a lot like a mental juggling to like juggle projects and stuff like that. So like
that's why I say, man, it's not easy. You know, like I'm not sugarcoating it, or I'm not trying to. You know, scare people like from trying this. I encourage it, you know. So I'd be like, you know, do your own thing, you know. Just be creative with it, you know.
it's easy to do, but it's hard to perfect. If that makes sense, anyone can do it, but not anyone can be like successful at doing it or good at it. And even us, we're still growing. Like we're not even there yet either, you know. But like it's a long process. Like some people are doing podcasts for 200 episodes, and then they randomly blow up suddenly in their 200th episode, and then from then on, you know, now they have a huge audience. So like. You just got to keep consistency and just keep at it, and just like really like hang on to the connections you make in general, you know, and just be real.
Yeah, consistency too, bro. And that's hard, bro.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
You've been super consistent, bro.
Yeah, but no, if you really look at the timeline, bro, you'll see a fuck up, you know. And I'm not scared to admit it, you know, because you can look at it, it's there, you know, and I don't hide it. But I don't give up, and that's the hard part. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's other things too, you know, but that's just a few things that's just very hard to like control this consistency.
Yeah.
Cause shit happens, life,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah.
And it may not work at a time how you may like it, you know.
Yeah.
So you gotta keep up, man.
Cause yeah, like I always see people, bro, like they fuck with you a lot and they always shout you out and they like talk about you and they say like great things. And I'm like, damn, that's so cool. And like one of the guys that I watched your podcast. I had heard kind of a little bit about him. It's the guy from the Tamale Fest. I forget his
Oh,
name.
yeah, yeah.
Manny. I
Yeah,
forget
yeah.
his last name.
Yeah, shout out Manny, bro. Tamale Fest,
Yeah.
September 9th.
Yeah, that's the day before my birthday. But I don't know him. I want to meet him because I think he's a cool guy, and I just want to ask him questions. Like I just want to like, I don't know, just get the knowledge from him because I could tell that he knows a lot of stuff. And I was just like, yo, that's cool. You know, I've been trying to meet him. My girl, she's gonna do like an event. I think that day, and she asked me, "Oh, like, yo, let me volunteer because I want to talk to this guy."
Yeah.
I wanna
She's
meet him.
gonna set up a time.
Yeah, so she works for a it's called Life Decisions. It's like a youth thing. I don't know how to explain it, you know, but they help out the youth, and she works for them, and they're gonna have a booth, and they sell popcorn. It's pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie, and they're gonna be there. And she was like, if you want, he's gonna be there. She was like, do you want to volunteer for it? I'm like, hell yeah, like sign me up because I want to meet him. Like I want to talk to him, and I just want to ask him questions because he's doing his thing, you know, and he's been doing it for a very long time.
Bro, yeah, if you definitely want to meet him, bro, like either look through him on social media, contact him through there. But if you can't, because he is a busy guy,
Yeah,
go to one of his events, bro,
facts.
and find him there.
Yeah, facts.
Because his events, he's there, you know, just making
Yeah.
sure everything goes as planned and shit.
Yeah.
So, and he's definitely an approachable guy, bro. I swear to God, I would never approach him, but like he seems very approachable once you.
Most people doing these kind of things, you'll find out they want to do it and they like to talk. You know, so even if it's not necessarily going to help them get bigger or better,
Right,
like they enjoy doing this. It's why they're doing it. You know,
Right,
so
right.
more than not, they're gonna want to work with you in some
Okay.
way. You know,
Yeah.
it's fun for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's my best advice if you want to get meet him, bro. Like just go to the Tamale Fest and see him there, you know.
Yeah, I definitely want to meet him. There's so many people I want to talk to, but he's one of those. And then like Vic, I remember, like Vic is cool, bro. You know, like I wanted to make that connection with him too. And he's just like a genuine ass dude, and he's cool. Like he gave me a book, a fashion book. It's called like the Fashion Bible or something, you know. So shout out to him. I'm halfway through it, and it has every brand you could think of and sort of their story. And
Is it like
everything.
a catalog looking book or is it like a reading?
Yeah, it has pictures. It has like their artwork, their clothing and shit like that. And but it's also like a book. I don't really know how to explain it, but and, like he gave that to me. You know, he has his podcast and he was like, "Yo, my bad." He was like, "Yo, pull up. I want to give you something." And I pulled up and he just gave me the thing, and that's it. You know, but we had already made a connection. But just that, like you know, like not a lot of people do that because he's giving me knowledge. You know, like that's literally the Bible. You know, that's what it is. And it has everything that everybody else has done that you can learn from, you know. And I never heard of that book before until he gave it to me. So he's like a cool guy. He's one of those guys that I definitely wanted to meet. And I don't know, he's just ahead of his time. Like I talked to
He
him.
definitely is, bro. I take great honor just even being able to know him and help wherever I can.
Yeah. Like I had a conversation with him. I think it was that day when he gave me the book and he was telling me like, yeah, bro, like he's like, when I think about things, I'm thinking about them in 10 years, not in right now. So he's like, so a lot of people, they want to do like this stuff now. And he's like, but I'm already planning what I'm going to do in 10 years. And I was like, yo, that's kind of fire because that's how I feel too. You know, like I was telling him, like, there's these things that I want to do, but people need to catch up, you know, because you're already doing something that hasn't even happened yet, or at least you're planning for it, and people need to be able to catch up so that they can actually like benefit from it or enjoy it, you know. So, and I remember that conversation came up because I was talking to him about like the NFTs and shit like that in the metaverse, and he was like, yeah, like that. And I told him that's like in the future, like not a lot of people know about it now, but they will, you know.
Hey, can you check computer percentage?
Bro, you mind if I use your restroom?
Yeah, go ahead. Thanks. Yeah, bro. All right. So we're at the hour and 18 minutes, man. I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't. know if you mind us playing a little bit of your video.
Yeah, hurry up.
Yeah, we're throughout the podcast, bro. I'm not gonna play all of it just so people can check it out, but they are gonna hear what video sounds like. But we'll stop in between. If you can play shoot.
According to some study that came out back in the day, I don't know when, I'll put it right here. This is the most dangerous city. As I'm walking through this, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous. Because we got all this traffic, and we actually gotta go around. We got all this traffic. It sounds pretty scary. And we don't have a sidewalk. We do not have a sidewalk. And yeah, it sucks. So we're gonna keep walking though.
Who was filming it?
My brother.
Brother.
Yeah.
That's probably made me laugh. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
So we officially reached the sidewalk, which I'm pretty excited. I feel safe. I feel safe now. I use the sidewalk at every chance that I get. Oh my God, we got a beautiful river right here. Look at this beautiful river.
Good cameraman spot on.
Shout out to my brother. Environment I could have ever witnessed in my entire life. We are in the corner of State Street and Buckley Drive. If anybody has ever been,
Dude, so from this point, like, bro, the no. How did you even get there? Like, did you drive?
Yeah, so shout out to my friend Marco. He's one of my business partners, and I told him, and I didn't ask him. I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do. I was gonna take like an Uber or a Lyft.
That's what I thought.
And when I told him, he was like, "Oh yeah, bro, just hit me up and I'll drop you off." I'm like, "Say less." So he picked us up at the end because my sister lives not too far away from the Farm and Fleet. So he picked me up there, and then he just dropped us off. So.
And starting the walk, how's the day? Because it looks
Bro.
kind of sunny. And you're wearing all black, bro.
Yeah, I was wearing all black. So the video was like a month ago, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember, it was when it was like 90 degrees every day. And that day was the hottest day of the week.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, this summer I haven't gone out.
Yeah,
I stayed in the AC, my boy.
Yeah, and it was the hottest day. It was like 90 something degrees, and I don't know why I picked black because I had white shirts, but
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just wear it, and we walked through it, bro. And at the beginning, it didn't feel bad. I was just like, oh, it's easy. But if you look halfway through, I'm like, I'm over that shit, bro. Like when I was in the downtown area, bro, I was so hot, bro. Like I felt like I was gonna pass out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I didn't want to stop because every time that we stopped, it added like an extra 15 minutes to the walk, and I'm like, we stopped for 5 minutes, but then when we keep walking, it's just gonna take longer. Like, cause we're still outside, it's not like we were going inside anywhere. So I'm like, we're just gonna keep getting hot, but we stopped a few times though. We stopped and it was hot, bro. It sucked. Right there, there's a part. I don't even think it shows it, but we get to the gas station and we will go inside to get something to drink. I take off my backpack and my whole back was wet. There's right here, you could see where I had the backpack on. It was wet. It was crazy, bro. But it was fun.
Dude, yeah, I seen later on in the video, if you can just skip ahead. Let's go halfway point.
Comment. Appreciate you so much. Stay blessed. We have officially made it to the Swedish American Hospital. Everybody knows this hospital. If you're from Rockford, the battery for the camera is about to die. Now back to the music. So if you see my face is red, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks
like my face is red as hell. Oh, look right.
This is about exactly the halfway point across the bridge.
The way that I do it is once you cross the bridge, officially, in my mind, you're on the west side. Say that we made it to the greatest side of town. beautiful and great is an amazing sight of the whole process.
How are your legs feeling at this point?
Bro, they were hurting. You could see that I was like limping. And
No, bro. To me, honestly, bro, I thought you were fine until you started saying that.
they were hurting.
This part made me laugh. You're like, you already know what this building is.
I just wanted to show you guys this mural because my face is going up there nice. Get ready.
After mine. And Angels. All
Right
three
about
of
the
us.
corner, though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But is that you or
That's me.
Okay.
The chestnut that turns into Kilburn, that turns into State Street. I don't really know how it works right here. But right there's when I started to, I didn't even do it no more.
You're like, alright, this is the cost. Let's build the next part tomorrow.
Bro, dude, I was like, man.
Let's see the kebab.
A few houses down the street. A few houses down. That house was haunted though.
Out of context, that's
Yeah,
funny.
bro, so it was though. I really did live. Just took a 10-minute break.
Wait, could you pause? Bro, right here, I was like,
You could see the sweat. Yeah.
Nah, I almost did, bro, and it was bad. I didn't want to stop.
Yeah.
And my brother was like, bro, can we please stop?
You
Can we please
can't,
stop?"
no.
And I was like, all right, you know what? Because there was also no shade.
Yeah.
And that was the only spot we could find where there was some shade. And we stopped, and I poured water on my head because I used to have a job where you work outside.
Yeah.
If you're out in the heat too much, you just pass out, bro. Like, everything goes black and you're on the floor, right?
Well,
And one of the signs is when your head starts to feel too hot, because your head is hot, but if you start feeling the top of it get way too hot, that means you're about to pass out. And that's what I started feeling there. So I was like, okay, let's stop.
that's scary.
And then I poured all the water on me. That's why I look so wet. I poured it all on me. And I was just there, and we chilled maybe for 5 minutes, and then we just kept going.
Jeez.
Dude, do you feel the sunburn?
Yeah, I felt it because I forgot to bring sunscreen, but one of the things is whenever I get sunburned, my cheeks get real red, and they're the first thing that I feel, and they burn because of the sweat.
Yeah.
So halfway when I'm walking through the bridge, I was already feeling it, but like right there, I'm going like that because I'm taking that shit off my cheeks because they hurt so bad, and they don't look that bad on there, but they were bad.
And I did want to say, yeah, bro. When you make videos, bro, never be too specific when you're in that area.
Right. What do you mean?
Because when you pass by a certain area, street, you said, I live like, yeah. Always say, I stay in this area. Oh, just to be safe and shit,
Okay.
Yeah, there's weirdos out there. You never know who gets
Bro,
your shit. You never know. Like, say one day you're Mr. Beast,
Yeah.
and then someone knows where you live, and that gets to be a
Yeah.
problem until you're ready to move and stuff.
Yeah, because I don't know if you know this shit, bro. Because when he showed me the video, bro, like it was only like eight views, 11 views, and then
It's at like over 1,500 already.
yeah,
I
dude.
didn't even realize you just posted it only a day ago. I
Yeah,
thought it had been
I
up for a little bit. No,
I
that's
posted it yesterday.
it's gonna keep going up. It's
Bro,
gonna
because I watched
skyrocket.
this motherfucker like 4 times.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I'm so happy that we did it, bro.
It was a great idea. Let me see that you at the end.
Dangerous city in America. Rockville, Illinois, I love you.
Wait, can you play a little bit ahead when he's barely about to touch down?
Yeah. Let's see. We are about.
Yeah, right there. Dude, I would have been fucking yelling.
Officially walk all the way across the most dangerous city in America. Rockville, Illinois, I love you. I'm tired of people disrespecting your name, and I did this just to show. City is the greatest city on earth. So this is the tribute flag. You guys want to support it? You see it grow into something greater and better. Look at the link, and you guys can get
All through his phone.
Yeah.
Or majority
halfway through my phone and the other half through my camera. Bro, and that part where right when I'm standing up,
Why won't stop? There we go.
when I'm standing up and my hair is like up like this, my brother stopped recording, but I was puking. Like I was like, cause you saw me run, you saw me run, and I I was pretending like I had so much energy.
That was the
bro.
last
I
bit
was,
of energy.
I was in
Yeah.
pain. And me and my brother had talked, and he was like, we should both run at the end. And you see that he doesn't run, but I take off. That's because he couldn't run no more. And I ran, and I started yelling.
Shibs, can you go back to the Streamlabs and
Yes.
go back to Screen or Sense? Yeah, that one right there. Yeah, the one above.
See?
Yeah, there you go. Sweet.
And so he didn't record that part, bro, but I was like throwing up. I was like, oh, man, my stomach's hurting.
In
Everything
the
was
future,
hurting, bro.
I say you should keep that part in.
Yeah,
Make him film it.
Bro, but he didn't film it.
Yeah.
But you know, he did walk too, so he just wanted
Yeah.
to put the camera down. You
No,
know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
blame him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe for next time, let's say if I did something like that, maybe I would have somebody there waiting for us just to record us so that they could catch what we're not gonna be able to get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was crazy, bro. I remember I was after the video was over and everything. I just sat on that pool right there, and I was trying to hide in the shade. And I almost passed out right there. My brother was like, "Yo, you good?" Because he felt better already.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Yeah, bro, I'm good. I'm good. Just call him to come pick us up." You know. And they came to get us, and
What was the first thing you did after that?
I just laid on the floor, bro. I just laid on the floor, and I was just tired. I wanted to eat. I was so hungry. We didn't eat, but I couldn't even eat because my stomach was hurting too bad. I don't know what it was, but
No, yeah, when you get too hungry, yeah, it happens. Like,
yeah, like my stomach was hurting. I was trying to eat. My niece and nephews, they were there, and they were trying to like give me cookies and shit. And I was like, I took a bite, and I couldn't no more. And I ended up passing out on the floor. I just passed out on the floor. I woke up, and then they're like, just lay on the bed. I went to go lay on the bed, and we were supposed to just stay there for like 30, 40 minutes, and then go home, shower, and we're gonna go eat. But I passed out for like 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, it sucked, bro.
Bro, I would imagine, bro.
Yeah, it sucked.
I never walked too long. So
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
I mean, I feel like it wasn't too bad, bro. Now that I did it, I feel like I could do it again.
yeah, maybe under better circumstances. You
Yeah.
picked a hot day.
Yeah, it was
and
a hot ass day.
Yeah,
no
I was gonna say, bro,
preparation.
I might have some shit for you so I can make it easier, just in case. Film.
Oh shit, bet. Yeah, like my guy, he gave me the GoPro, and because he had the harness, you know.
Oh,
he
okay, well, yeah,
he
yeah.
went to go swim with sharks, so he had like the
Oh,
whole
shit.
thing, you know. And he was like, "Yo, I have it," and then he never gave it to me, and I forgot I even had it in my backpack, so I didn't even use it. But that would have been cool, you know, to set up
Just to hold something like that.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
Fuck
tiring.
Yeah,
That's
all day to make sure you get the right. Yeah. No.
Because man, this sucks. But
Yeah.
dude,
bro, that was one of the coolest things I've ever done. It was also one of the hardest things I've ever done, but I was happy. Like when I finished doing it, bro, I felt like I accomplished something big. Not even just walking, like not even just that I was walking through the city, but I just felt like I don't work out or nothing like that. So that was like super extreme for my body. You know, my body was going through it, bro. Like I remember I was walking, I was limping, you know, and my brother was like, my shit's hurting, and he was limping, so it was just like. It was bad, man, but we did it. And shout out to my brother because he held.
yeah,
it
shout
down.
out the cameraman.
Yeah, he held that shit down, bro. And one of his friends at the end, you see me holding a bunch of water bottles.
Mhm.
Those weren't ours, but one of his friends lives right there, and he saw us walking. And he texted my brother. He was like, "Yo, is that you walking?" Because they're 15. My brother's 15.
Yeah.
So you know, when you're 15, you don't really do stuff like that. So he sees my brother just walking in the street. He's like, "Bro, is that you?" And he's like, "Yeah." So he calls him, and I'm like, "Yo, tell him to bring us some water bottles." And he came. He brought out the water bottles, and we drank them. So shout out to him. I was thirsty as fuck.
Bro, but probably saved your life. Would have been an ambulance coming to get you.
Facts, bro.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know. I had a dream last night that I already came up with my new idea. So I don't know what it is, but I'm guessing it happened in my mind already. So I'm just trying to pull it out of my brain. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Yeah, definitely always put thought into it, man. Make sure everything's okay before you do it, you know. You definitely don't want to just jump in an ocean full of sharks. You want to prep for it.
Yeah, facts. And it's crazy, bro, because one of the things that I do is I do a lot of shit through my dreams. It's all the time. Probably
some
about
weird ass dreams, lately,
bro. Probably about 70% of the decisions that I make, I come up with the idea in my dream. You know, like sometimes if I can't figure out what to do, I'm like, before I go to bed, I'm like, figure this shit out, and then I'll wake up and I know what to do, or I'll dream it for real. Like the idea of becoming a YouTuber was in a dream. You know, when I was already thinking about it, but then the dream was like, yeah, just do it, and I did it, and then it worked. You know, so that's like a thing that I do. So you should try it out. You know, the weirds are dream. I mean, the weirds are dream. The dreams are weird.
Yeah.
But
I'm telling you, there's some weird shit.
bro, because the smartest people in the world all get their ideas from dreams. I don't know if you knew that, but like,
I get nightmares from dreams,
bro.
Well, I mean, not all of them, bro, but like lately, man, it's just weird. Like universe, no multiverse type shit.
Oh shit, let's go. That
No.
just means that you're connected to somebody. Cause, all right, so the guy, his name is Nicholas Tesla. He pretty much created everything that we use now. But he's not that famous because he was just kind of like.
Isn't it like the same thing with I think Facebook or McDonald's? Like McDonald's, I know for sure. Brothers came up with it, but a corporate man came in, took their idea,
stole their
flipped it.
Yeah, facts.
Same thing with the Tesla, right? Then
Yeah, with
kill
the
him
Tesla.
or take his shit, basically.
Yeah, well, the real Nicholas Tesla, he just ended up dying from old age, but like they pretty much blackmailed him so he couldn't do anything, because he was about giving free energy to the world, to the entire world, free, and right
Which
now
it
you
should be, yeah.
which it should be, and right now you gotta pay for electricity and shit, and he figured out a way of giving it out for free, and so they just kind of blackballed him where he couldn't do anything. He went broke. But he invented everything. Like before smartphones existed, he said they were going to be a thing, and he explained it. He said that one day was going to be a time where you could be all the way across the world, and you were just going to click one button, and you were going to be able to talk to the other person, like if they were next to you. He explained how it was going to work, and when you read it, the phones didn't even exist, and you read it, and you're like, yo, he's describing like a fucking smartphone.
Yeah.
He created the AC. He created pretty much electricity. The reason why we have electricity in America is because of him. And the first city that got electricity was Chicago, and that's where he lived. So he used to get all his ideas from dreams. He used to get his ideas from dreams, and then the periodic table for the elements and shit. The guy that came up with the idea, he came up with it in a dream, and he was trying to figure it out for like 10 years, and he couldn't figure out how to get it. And in one dream, exactly how it looks now, he had that dream and he woke up and he just started drawing it and he didn't think about it. And then later on, he looked at it and he was like, yo, this is it. And that's how it came up.
It's crazy.
So when I'm listening to these guys, they're smart. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do the same thing. And that's how I do it. And one of the ways that I do it is when you go to bed, right before you go to bed, or even before, like it doesn't have to be right before, just tell yourself out loud and be like, hey, figure this out and then go to bed. And you might not figure it out that day, but you will, and then you'll see it, and it's gonna come from a dream. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, my dreams have never been. I've never really grabbed ideas, just thoughts. Like thoughts of the world, the universe, life. I never grabbed ideas.
Like what when you were saying about the multiverse.
Yeah, so it'll be something random like that. Like just man, I just had some, and I don't know, it's because I was thinking about Doctor Strange.
So you've been watching too much Marvel.
No. I was thinking about watching the movie, and then nights before or nights after, I had a dream or a couple dreams of like different universes. Also going back to my childhood, finishing school.
Whoa.
So life shit like that, or like weird ass universe shit like that. So I never. That's why I say like I never grabbed ideas like this can shit. I never grabbed that from dream.
Yeah.
I just drew it until I realized I want to make it.
Yeah. So one of the things that I know is that no idea is like you don't create the ideas. The ideas are already there. Like the universe has all the ideas, and you just have to be in that frequency for you to understand it. Because one of the things that a lot of people are afraid, and I think it's like the scarcity mentality. They don't want to say shit because they're like, he's gonna steal my idea or they're gonna steal it. But you're not the only person with that idea. At the same time, a lot of people get the same idea, but then it's only a few people who are actually going to put in the effort to make it happen. And then there's only a smaller percentage of that are actually going to be able to make it successful. So, you just kind of got to align yourself with that. I forget.
Yeah, this can shit is not. It's not like I've seen some other shit people do it before. So it's not like just I made it. It's been around. Yeah. Just when
that's same with everything, though. Everything's been around. Nothing's original anymore. You just got to do it your way.
Yeah. The thing I hate with that, the movies. They keep doing that to the movies.
Oh, when they keep like remaking them and shit.
Yeah.
Like
Some
Fast and
got it.
Furious 12.
Oh my god.
They used to be good, bro. I used to love those movies.
I love the meme where it says Fast and Furious like 10 and it's like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jurassic Park and shit.
yeah, bro. That's really what they be on, but I don't know. Because I like the Rockford thing. I feel like maybe a lot of people probably had that idea before. Like, I should just walk across. Like, I saw somebody comment on one of somebody shared it from yours, and I've been looking at all the people that shared it, and it was just a guy. I don't know who he is. He shared it, and some person commented, and they were like, "I used to do this every day when I was a kid." You know, and they look like they're old, and they're
Oh,
like,
shit.
"Yeah, they're like, I would walk all the way across town." But so that's just an example. Like a lot of people have the same ideas as you, but not a lot of people do it. So I know for a fact I probably wasn't the first person that thought of walking across the whole city, but I was the
True.
first person to record it and put it online. So
Yeah.
you know, it's like it's more about taking the steps to do it than to just have the idea.
Yeah, bro, that's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, we're at the hour and 40 minutes.
God damn. Where does this say? Oh, I see.
Um, yeah, again, bro, you're always welcome back. Yeah. Oh, yeah, before you leave, though, we do gotta take pictures on the beach for a
Oh
little
hell
bit.
yeah.
Yeah, and, but yeah, man, and whenever you're ready, if you do another goal like this, you want to come back, talk about it, or
Hell yeah, bro. I'm down. I'm definitely gonna come up with something new, and I'll definitely want to talk about it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, hell yeah, me too.
oh yeah, also keep on maybe Jose and Scarcity.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
going to
hell
be
yeah.
something in the future coming up for season 3 when that
Yes.
comes out. We'll
Yes, sir. Shout out to Screw City.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and until that, man, stay safe and stay tuned.
Yes, sir.